Choosing the wrong oil can turn a $40 service into a 4,000 repair years later. So we compared 8 major oils over real-world heat, wear, and mileage testing. Only one came out as the true long-life winner. Why does the oil brand matter so much after 50,000 miles? After 50,000 miles, your engine isn't new where it counts. Rings wear, blow-by rises, and heat hits the oil harder every trip. Cheap oils still meet spec, but they shear faster, thicken sooner, and leave deposits that make rings stick and timing parts go noisy. That is where the damage starts. Stronger synthetics hold viscosity, stay cleaner, and keep a real film between metal parts, especially in cold starts and hot traffic. Pick the wrong oil, and you lose engine life years early. Pick the right one, and the same engine can reach 300,000 miles without a rebuild. We didn't guess. We checked lab tests, fleet results, and real teardown engines. The best oils keep viscosity and stay clean. The worst turn into sludge, shear thin, and kill engines early. Now let's start at number 8. Number 8, bulk conventional quick lube barrel, worst overall for 300,000 miles. This is the real villain, the bulk conventional oil pumped from a hose at discount quick lube shops, sold as a cheaper way to keep your car running while it quietly stacks damage. It meets the basic API rules, but it is blended for cost and short factory service, not for reliable protection when you daily a hot engine for 300,000 miles. Lower base stock quality means more viscosity improvers that shear faster. So after months in heat and stop-start traffic, the oil is thinner than the label and film strength is weaker. Oxidation and sludge build up quicker at high temperature, and that dark brown varnish under the valve cover is proof of lost detergents and shorter engine life. We have watched fleet sedans come in near 180,000 miles on barrel fill, timing chains lazy, guides dark, and drain back holes partly plugged from years of borderline protection. Drivers brag they saved a few dollars every oil change and feel smart. But early timing, work, stuck control rings, and rising oil use wipe out that tiny discount with one expensive repair. Barrel oil is a hidden tax on anyone who keeps a car longer than a lease, and it hits hardest in hot climates, heavy traffic, and older engines with extra blow-by and fuel dilution. If the barrel is the worst trap, the next step up is the bargain bottle that claims full synthetic but trims chemistry to chase price. And that is where we go next. Number 7, bargain gas station, no name, full synthetic. Walk into a station, grab a no-name full synthetic off the shelf. It looks safe. The label promises protection, and the price looks cheaper than brands. In a lab test at mild load, it passes spec and looks respectable. Yet engines see cold starts, trips, hot traffic, dilution, and that is where volatility and oxidation cut life. We have seen older direct injection sedans run sail oil, one jug this time, another brand next. And by 160,000 miles, the cams are tanned, the timing chain is noisy, and amber film coats the cover. When those owners switch to a stronger synthetic and cut the interval to around 5,000 miles, the noise softens and cold starts feel healthier. But the stained metal does not turn silver again. That damage is baked in. Saving a few dollars per service feels smart, but losing compression or chasing timing, chain stretch 50,000 miles early is expensive pain. We are not calling every label trash, but you rarely know which blender is behind it, and you rarely see world data on longer-term reliability. If this has you checking your receipt, hit like and subscribe so we keep doing breakdowns instead of quick top 5 lists that hide cost. Those two are the trap oils. Now we move into big-name brands that look safe, but still sit in our bottom 4 for a 300,000-mile goal. Number 6, Castrol Edge Full Synthetic. Castrol Edge is a real synthetic, and we are not saying it is trash, but for a 300,000-mile target, it still sits in our lower half. Independent tests and field reports show that some grades of this oil run higher on volatility and oxidation than tougher competitors, and over longer intervals at high heat, which matters for real engine life. When oil oxidizes faster, it thickens, forms varnish, and leaves sticky film in ringlands, on cam journals, and in tight turbo feed passages, and that is where power and reliability start to fade. We have torn down turbo engines that stayed on Castrol edge with stretched service intervals. And around 200,000 miles, the turbo line is restricted, the timing area is dark, and the oil control rings feel lazy from baked deposits. For a driver who does short factory intervals in a mild climate, this oil can be fine. It meets OEM specs and is easy to find, but it is not the bottle we grab when someone tells us they tow, climb long grades, or want 300,000 miles on one bottom end. We are not here to scare anyone into panic service. We are here to be honest that when heat, turbo boost, and long miles live in your life, you should reach for something with stronger high-temperature chemistry. If this ranking surprised you because you trusted the brand, the next one will sting harder because it is the universal synthetic name most drivers treat as the safe choice. Number 5. Mobil 1 Extended Performance. Mobil 1 Extended Performance is a legit synthetic used as fill in many cars, and most drivers treat it as the safe upgrade that ends the oil decision. We are not here to drag its name, it is solid oil. But when we rank products for a 300,000-mile goal, it lands in the middle, not at the top. Independent tests and field reports show that premium synthetics with stronger base stocks fight viscosity breakdown and oxidation better than Mobil 1. Extended performance under long hot runs and turbo load. That does not mean this oil fails. It means under stress it gives up thickness, leaves more varnish, and lets wear metals creep higher than the strongest blends when you push intervals. In the shop, we see high-mileage commuters that trust the label, run long drains, and around 200,000 miles, the timing is noisy, the underside of the cover is dark, and the oil control rings have lost snap. So we call this oil good, far better than barrel fill or bargain jugs, but not the one we pick for hot climates, heavy towing, or a serious 300,000-mile plan. If you are running Mobil 1 right now, tell us in the comments what interval you use, because those miles between changes matter as much as the label. And next we step into the top 4 winners that really help engines live longer. Your next oil choice decides your engine's future. Subscribe so you never pour in the wrong one again, and hit like to keep this breakdown series alive. Number 4. Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic. Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic sits in the good group because it is reliable and strong where most daily drivers actually live, 5,000 to 7,000 miles between changes in traffic. This oil uses a balanced additive package that gives detergents, oxidation control, and wear protection, so rings stay cleaner and timing parts stay calmer as the odometer climbs higher. In company info and independent reviews, it shows high temperature stability and decent volatility, which means less burn off on long highway pulls and fewer baked deposits in engines that see load. In our bay, we have opened taxi and rideshare cars that ran this oil on a sane interval. In past 200,000 miles, the cam areas were clean, the baffles were lightly amber, and there was no thick tar hanging from chain guides. Inside view beats pretty labels because light stain is normal, while heavy sludge kills reliable oil flow and ruins long-term compression. Valvoline Advanced is not perfect, and it does not beat every boutique synthetic in brutal heat or extra long drains, because in the harshest use, its oxidation and wear numbers creep up sooner than our top 3. But for a driver who cannot get boutique oils or does not want to ship cases to their house, this jug is a choice that can help a gas engine reach 300,000 miles when it is paired with sane service habits. If you want the cleanest internals, the next 3 oils live in a different class entirely. Number 3, Pennzoil Ultra Platinum GTL Full Synthetic. Pennzoil Ultra Platinum is our clean freak, a GTL full synthetic made from natural gas instead of crude, which gives a reliable base oil with low volatility and strong oxidation control. Used oil analysis shows this blend holding viscosity and deposits in check under heat, and it keeps ring areas cleaner than standard oils when engines are worked hard. In our bay, turbo cars that stayed on Ultra Platinum with 5,000 to 7,000 mile intervals have opened past 200,000 miles with shiny rings, clear drain back holes, and light amber stain in the timing area instead of the thick varnish from cheaper synthetics. That clean ring pack matters on modern GDI engines because once those holes plug, oil control drops, burn-off climbs, and owners chase expensive top-ups while reliability fades. Lower volatility also means less makeup oil between services, so the level stays steadier and the driver is less likely to run low when the schedule stretches. Ultra Platinum is not magic, and in idle heavy cycles, it can still show more oxidation than boutique hitters. So we do not treat it as a 15,000 mile and forget solution, but with honest intervals and a good filter, it is one of the safer ways to keep a turbo GDI engine reliable toward 300,000 miles. Pennzoil Ultra is the Clean Choice Store's stock, and the next oil is the bruiser we reach for when someone tows or lives in summer that punishes weak oils. Number 2, Amsoil Signature Series. Amsoil Signature Series is the long-drain workhorse in this list, a high-quality ester-based synthetic built for severe service, towing, and hot summer traffic where weaker oils show early damage. Its base oils and additive package give strong high-temperature stability, low volatility, and serious anti-wear protection, so the film stays strong on bearings and rings when the sump is hot and the load is heavy. Independent style testing has put Signature near the top for wear control and turbo cleanliness in harsh cycles, and company-backed trials show it resisting sludge and deposit growth that can plug small oil passages. In our bay, trucks and SUVs that tow on weekends, climb long grades, and sit idling in heat on this oil with sensible extended intervals have crossed past 250,000 miles with quiet chains, clean cams, and only light varnish under the cover. That kind of inside condition is what you need if you expect one engine to reach 300,000 miles without a tear down, because once chains stretch and oil control rings stick, no additive will restore reliability. The trade-off is price. Signature costs more per jug, and you will not grab it at every corner store. And you still should not stretch intervals blindly without good filters and occasional used oil analysis. Used the right way, it buys extra margin in heat, under boost, and under trailer load, which is why we put it at number 2 for a 300,000 mile goal. Number 1, Liqui Moly Full Synthetic. Liqui Moly Synthetic sits at number 1 on our list because it delivers clean internals and solid film strength in the correct spec for your engine. Many blends lean on quality-based stocks with ester and friction modifier chemistry that helps the oil cling to surfaces, resist shear, and hold viscosity steady in traffic. Reviews and teardowns show engines that lived on Liqui Moly with honest intervals come apart past 200,000 miles with low deposits, free ring movement, and light varnish across cams and the cover area. That kind of inside cleanliness keeps timing chains happy, oil control rings breathing, and compression numbers steady, while lesser synthetics have sticky rings, heavy sludge, and noisy guides. We have opened engines that ran Liqui Moly on sensible intervals and seen metal that still has life instead of a block, begging for a rebuild, which is what a high-mile driver wants to see. In our stack, this is the oil we reach for when someone wants clean internals and serious reliability in daily use, as long as we match the correct approval and viscosity to the sticker under the hood. This chemistry makes a 200,000-mile engine look healthy when you pop the cover, which is why it is our number 1 choice for a 300,000-mile target and the base for oil plans that keep engines reliable longer for long-term reliability in real high-mileage traffic and rough, hard weather in daily use. How to actually use these oils to reach 300,000 miles. If you want real long-term reliability, treat oil as engine health, not a cheap garage errand. Change every 5,000 to 7,000 miles to keep additives strong, dilution low, and oxidation from turning into damage. Barrel oil and bargain synthetics only survive with short intervals and mild commuting. Mid-tier name brands work for normal family duty if you avoid fantasy long drains. The top oils, Pennzoil Ultra, Amsoil Signature, and Liqui Moly, earn their spot when you run turbos, heat, steep grades, towing, or stacked highway miles. Match the correct viscosity and approval, use a quality filter, and check used oil lab reports if you stretch intervals. And remember, oil, coolant, and clean airflow decide whether your engine ever reaches 300,000 miles or dies a decade sooner. The oil you pour in today decides how reliable your engine feels at 300,000 miles. So click the next video to keep on learning, and don't forget to subscribe.